curveball. It's not something that
Used to
Zeta's
do
gonna be
analyst
very
and
used to. So we're
analyst
looking at the
desking
entries
casting
coming out
before.
here for ISO, procking that shield. You can expect these defenders to consistently press the issue. And
Okay, we got Falcons on defense. We got ZETA on attack.
For the side of ZETA, it is the cookie cutter comp. Suzu had such an explosive
And
day
we
yesterday.
go for the
Speaking
late
explosive, look at
retake
this
of
light
middle.
pressure. This is nice. Mad V wants to really apply this early, set the tempo and set the tone, but this is dangerous because ZETA are patient
The
and they
double
strike
frenzy.
well.
That
Suzu,
was kind of
Serena,
nice.
Arco, all of them delivering in a way they need to. Toby's
Hey, they're
in
so good on
trouble,
this
gets
map, by the way. They do everything
overwhelmed,
right.
and Suzu off to a damn good start here, and that's scary if she gets going early.
Suzu's like decision making is
ZETA
top
with
there.
the first.
It's so good.
That was an awkward round, Lauren.
Yeah.
Falcons, you know, you could tell that they had a plan in their mind. They really wanted to get that tile control, but when that dart didn't ping, it definitely felt forced. And ZETA, their entire protocol from the start of that round was, hey, let's be careful of a DRX fast type play, and they had the answer through and through.
No, it was really impressive to watch ZETA coming into this. Very prepared. Now, you could say as well, for Falcons, they'd played this map very recently. They had to suffer against Shopify Rebellion on it. It wasn't
Go for the insta 5-person stack.
What it is. I mean, not many people are coming out unscathed from a game against Shopify Rebellion. So I think for them, let's see what they've learned going forward here. Looking like a gamble stack into this one, but we've seen ZETA are very patient.
They're going to push into the ghost as well. It's like the best thing ever for ZETA.
That should be able to be relayed across, and they've already got a nice exploration up.
Yeah, as long as the KO doesn't commit.
And Moko, the
Oh,
blind goes off.
I thought KO with the spike was going to swing back into that.
I gotta keep talking about Suzu. Yesterday,
Okay, that is Spike though in the open.
Absolutely out of this world, and she was on Jet. When
Okay,
she
it's
was
all
on
good.
that
There's a
raise
gun to
first
collect over
on
towards
that,
middle. Let's keep an eye on the Omen.
I thought, okay,
Oh, they're
that
definitely
makes
picking up
sense.
this gun though.
It is raised, you
It's
got
free.
that splash damage. Of course you're gonna have that much ADR, but even on the Jet, the way Suzu was just finding those picks and keeping her team in the game, it was incredible stuff. So Suzu,
Dude, look at the
she has
Omen
that same kind
and
of performance.
Omen and the
I was
Jet
hoping
flanking
to
on
see if
this.
we could maybe get Eva with that dart back to give them a little bit of a goer towards the site, but already Suzu's on the case.
Well,
Not
that
letting
was
this get
nice.
too
Smoke
far out
to
of
bait
hand
for the
and get
Omen.
locked down in the end. ZETA
That was
keeping
really
this
nice.
clean, keeping this
They had
very
like a crossfire.
composed.
Omen
A
was
little bit of
waiting in
pressure
case they
towards
wanted
top
to
middle
react
lane,
and
but
get the
didn't really
gun.
fall for any issues. They
And
were happy
then the
enough to
smoke off
navigate
to
it away
block
from it.
vision, then they felt like there was freedom, and then the Omen just
Very
swings.
similar to their pistol round, just waiting and letting
That was
Falcons
cool.
make the mistake. 2 rounds now, Falcons have pressed the issue and gone beyond their line of scrimmage. So I think this round, we'll probably see a little bit more of a standard set. We'll see their Sentinel and Lexa setting up towards this A.
I mean, that's
All these
it's
trips
an
in the open
identical
with that
buy.
blind, plenty of
Guardian,
stopping
if
power.
that's about it.
I think I want to see what a round looks like in a more standard approach, right? That patience from Falcons here leaves ZETA to have to press the issue further. And again, it looks like a high priority towards middle. Mary the one to greet, and that's stunning from Mary. That's what you need to see a little bit from her as well. One of the legends of GameChangers. She is going to have to perform today. And so far, taking down Suzu is a big name to claim.
Yeah, flashing to get even more of a deep line, get that information. She saw nobody, but all 5 members of the defenders still maintaining their 2-1-2 perimeter. It looks like UR wants to drone through. Pretty soon she's gonna spot that camera that's on that wall in that A site and call out to her team that the Cypher setup is at A.
Big information spotted now. Toki
Yeah,
do
a little bit
anything
late
here.
on
That's a
the,
little slip. Lex is in a little bit of trouble, does divide.
Whoa.
Takes away Serena, quick snap to Darko.
Jesus,
Couldn't handle
that's
the
that's
pressure
our
through
first
main.
buy round
Gives
as
Moko
well.
a
That was
chance
nuts
here.
shots.
It's a 2v4.
Got hit by the
Yeah, there's
got
just
hit
too
by
many people.
the
There's Spike
knife,
being
so
left
couldn't
where
pop
it's
the
at as
cage,
well,
but
deep
just straight out
within
in the
Falcons'
middle
hands.
dueling.
A very tough round.
Yeah,
and a
that
very
was
solid
convincing.
round for Falcons now.
If Lexa got that third with that adjustment and flick, I would have lost my mind. But what an
Snappy
adjustment.
today,
Lexa
yeah, that
coming
was-
in as the ringer needs
was
to
really
have
nice
a
to
strong
watch.
start. So being able to hold down the fort, hold down and be an anchor, something that'll give her a lot of confidence throughout this series. And that's as easy as ever. That's what you need on the defense side of Ascent. This is, you know, one of those maps you're looking for that 8 rounds. At least 7 rounds is okay, but 8 would be fantastic. So good to see a dominant first round. Just handle that bonus round.
Yeah,
Lauren.
no ops for a
Yeah,
little
this
bit.
is
Before the
good
smoke
stuff.
goes
Little
down, they
switch
break
up
the
here as
turret.
well.
A bit of pressure over towards middle, so
Cypher
Omen's
leaning
watching
over
it.
towards B side. Having Mad V then switched towards.
Okay, so they went for more aggro. Cam that got shot as well. So
Again,
Cam, turret,
standard
shot on
approach from
both
Zeta, not
sides.
really.
Pressure.
It's too much too quick, but slipping up towards Cat here. They've got a lot of freedom, but
Okay,
I like
we're
this
being
from Falcons,
very
though.
proactive.
Exploring
No
A main
sound
as
over
well.
towards A
Taking
main.
some space back here. Good information.
Looks
but
like we might have
there is
done a
no
bit of
armor,
ante on
so
this.
could give away the game.
Yeah,
That's
working
two
out where
rifles heard
they
there.
like to default.
That sound cue is going to be a lot of information.
If they
She
take
knows
middle, then
Suzu
A is
heard
normally
that
held by
even
the alarm bot.
steps going backwards, but the long line that Mad V has, she's going to know that
Or maybe
nobody's
even
coming
B
up
main.
Cat. You can see that Mary's reacting and going towards top mid.
Yeah, this is a nice pivot though, a nice mid round. They've got that contact, that information on
Okay,
A.
double back
now.
sight,
We'll
no
fancy our
recon.
chances on B, but it's tricky. 2 towards the back of the site and 1 towards CT now in the form of Mary coming over. This site take does get trickier, down to 39 seconds.
Keep an eye on the
Falcons playing
Omen, top of
patient,
middle
not
now.
giving away the game here either.
Dude,
No easy
running.
fights for
The
Suzu.
Killjoy
She's got to
kills
work
Omen
for her
here,
dinner,
right?
and she can't get it this time. Lexer again, stopping it before it starts. Mad V looking to re-clear that mid space. Check back on that. Didn't maybe catch Serena there, but still it's on the site that's the pressure. Eva,
Double
Lexer,
back side,
back to
hold
the
kills
wall and
everyone.
standing tall. It's down to the last 2 and struggling to find pure impact again. Spike being left where it's at. 13 seconds.
It felt like
This is more than uphill. Good pick, but to find the last 3, I don't think it's
it
gonna
felt like
happen. It's
ZETA
not.
hadn't really
Falcons
experienced
answering
like
back
taking the first
perfectly
bit of
here.
map control over
What a
towards B
weird
without
turn of
getting a
events.
kill.
That round was a B split.
felt like they didn't know
all
what to do.
along, But it's the 2 members that were in backside of B that are the last 2 standing. So good help coming through for the Falcons to disrupt that hit itself. But I gotta say, that hit was discombobulated. The spacing that came through for the side of ZETA is just simply not good enough. You saw the dart pinging from the side of UR, alerting that the
Alright,
there
force them
was
down
no
to an eco
defenders
if they
in the site. So
want to.
that
They could try
process
get
of
an orb on
elimination
the Killjoy.
should have alerted them that they are in the backside. So for ZETA, they gotta clean up that spacing.
Wouldn't put it past them. They're an
Everyone looks
incredibly
crisp.
good team.
Yeah, everyone's
A lot
hitting
of
shots
people
at the
after
moment.
Witnessing that last Zeta performance, you know, very much going, oh, do you remember Iceland? Do you remember that lower bracket run? It has to start here, though. Big answer back from Falcons to course correct, but it's down to Sheriff's coming out. Just kind of taking the tour of the map. They get some damage, a couple of ults very nearby as well for Zeta, so they could find something here. But again, look how deep, look how passive, patient Falcons are playing.
Yeah, that
Giving
kind of
away
implies that they
nothing.
want to use Killjoy into this round, even though they're eco.
They just wanna
Or they
play
just
off
want
of
it for
Mary's
backup in case they
flashes
get a few
along the
kills.
backlines. Mary sending out that TP, a good indicator that she wants to go sniffing, get some deeper information, but 2 flashes still in her back pocket. The duo in Mary and Mad V setting up a high.
It's still
low
kind of nice
crossfire here.
though. They play slow against Yoru. We're gonna see this TP at spawn fade soon.
So dangerous.
And we
right?
fake short.
Shuffled in a little
Try and
bit.
keep 3
There's
people
the
here.
flash.
All make the Yoru rotate if the Yoru was
They're having
B.
to respect it enough here. Suzu's been given a little bit of room, but it's not much, and you can still see Toki as well.
Dude, 4 people here. They over rotate so heavy.
They've just inserted, they've just put her into
They
a
get on
position
side
by
and then
tree,
Killjoy.
the rest
Oh,
of the
it's
team
actually
heading
not.
up
It's
towards that B
actually
side. This could be big.
alright.
There's some real opportunities
So the
here.
recon on defense is
Do they
huge.
commit off the back? They're going to hear all the rotations. Now they might call for another pivot.
Suzu's timing. Suzu's got some information. She's gonna be able to almost get the pick. That's a lot of pressure in the
Oh, it's
spike
unlucky.
time. It's going
Oh,
back
bad.
towards A.
That fell
Spikes
apart
down.
big time.
Now they're running low on time.
Spike
8
down
seconds
A.
now, and I think the Falcons have realized what's been going on, and they've handled it to perfection. I liked what
Yeah,
Zeta
yeah,
tried.
it
They're
was
very
actually pretty good from
creative,
Zeta.
but that is just simply not enough. Falcons keeping that composure locked in.
I think if they didn't have Deagle's Lauren, that is a very
Different.
good default.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
have, right? Just the
honestly, if I think
rapid
that
fire.
you get
We
that
saw
kill at Heaven, I
B
think that's a
split
1
kind of
round.
fail, but had
The
that round
positioning
looked
was
like
so
this
good.
setup,
She would have been on top of the
definitely
ISO
would've been a
push
different
in.
outcome. So hopefully for
10
Zeta, they're talking to each other,
Spike
talking
down
about
A.
that map control, feeling pretty
enemy
comfortable
remaining.
with that. But this choke point at short A, you saw the vision with that vulnerable coming through for Mad V.
Yeah.
The shock darts flying in
Okay,
the air.
3 in a
for
row,
Ava.
coach, is that enough?
It's a lot of splash damage that you've got to be worried about when going through that tiny choke point. So I like the move from Echo, immediately turning and taking care of that trip in mid. Gave a lot of pressure to Falcons, didn't alert them whether most bodies were in that middle or in that B main. So looking for Zeta to go back, sniffing towards that mid, take care of this Cypher trip, take care of the camera towards
Last map
A,
is
and
warm-up.
Then you can
decide
Yeah, but
where you
they
wanna
gotta
hit.
win this one.
And that could be just
That's
what's
a-
being really
'cause
discussed
the
in
Haven's
this
not great.
timeout for them. Kind of just going through that protocol list, making sure it's in a timely fashion because they were running pretty late. Then again, though, it was Sheriff, so I'm not too fussed about that. Hopefully we don't see that bleed into any of the gun rounds. But as it stands, they do at least have that lockdown there if they want to use it. They do have the KO ult, only one away. That's pretty close by, and Suzu 2 off her knives. So a couple of big ults that could be instigating ults very much on the horizon. Mad V also has hers on ISO.
Been convincing. Look at their money.
But we'll see how she does.
This money after 3 rounds, good.
I'm seeing a hefty lean towards that A side.
See Serena setting up the kill joint her
Camlello
outside,
with the
but she
Prime.
wants
Thank
to
you so
see
much for
towards
doing
her
that.
teammates here.
Appreciate the
Looks
Prime
like
usage.
she's
Welcome into the
using
Slug
that
Club.
ultimate in the post plant. All 5 members, they want to
Flash
take this A
out.
site.
Dude, we just
The knife
straight up
close
hitting.
means that they're not going to be able to get rid of
Yeah,
too much of this
and
Cypher
maybe
util.
Falcons
There we
didn't
go,
prep
dealing with
heavy
it best
enough.
they can.
KO
Suzu's in,
all
but the
hits the
paranoia
Cypher.
does deny any
Trips go
ability
down.
to try and gap close maybe towards Heaven, so she's going to be held towards the site. Toki getting curious, but it's going to be Arco to find Lexa. Site
Yeah,
now looking far more
Falcons
secured, but one
step
player
behind on
does
this
get
one.
nabbed. And it's going to be UR, who's been having a rough game so far, and it seems to continue. Mad V keeping up the record, looking good. Moko going to find Toki, but the plant is going to be in.
Serena did make it into the site, but she had to get pushed out, dropped
Still
down
hasn't
the
lost an
lockdown
ISO
towards
ult.
that
Yeah,
A main,
won
so
every
it
single
keeps
ISO
the
ult
defenders
this
nearby.
tournament.
No, 2 towards Hell, 1 short, and 1
been
very
a lot of them as
disconnected
well.
over towards, I guess, late main. If they can
A great
overwhelm, there
recon.
could be issues here. ZETA are going to have to call back their players pretty darn quick because Falcons are clearing through. Suzu needs to
Oh, they
stand
messed
guard,
up.
keep their
Double
eyes
short.
turned. Both players over towards here. Great shot from Suzu. Needs a bit more, though.
You gotta
Starting
send
the
it.
defuse.
Then
Already
you kind
gonna
of
make
get a tunnel
towards
vision
halfway.
on
No,
the
they get off
diffuser.
it, and they take the
Oh, they
fight
messed up. They
instead.
played double short. No
Falcons
one A main.
pulling off the retake and punishing ZETA.
And what
Yeah,
a huge swing
that
round
is
as well. ZETA
devastating.
had all the control in the site as
And
well. I
we
think
had
if
2 people
Serena was
under
able
and no
to
one
actually
shot the
drop
recon.
that lockdown somewhere closer into the site and it really push back the defenders, that would have been a guaranteed round. But the pressure coming out from Falcons, you saw Mad V dropping that ult and it just discombobulated all the spacing. Finding the pick and making this retake work.
Nice, man.
It was a clever move from Suzu.
ISO
too,
util,
dropping
yeah,
that
the
smoke,
double
both
damage is
her
nicer
and
as well.
Serena 3-2-1-ing out of the smoke together, but
Out of my way.
This is getting a little bit scary though for ZETA because you're feeling a bit kind of
Okay,
stuck in the
no
mud
joke,
almost.
Zeta
You've been
can
held on
just
that
run
2 rounds
fast
now.
strats all the
Let's see if they
time. The
can break
problem
back
is
through here.
there's
Suzu,
always going to
Moko
be
both
3
trying to make
people
a
here.
play out. This one, Suzu knives are out, but there's plenty of targets.
Oh my god,
Moko
we got
just
the
dives
attack
in towards
judge out.
ZT, and Falcons still holding on to this though. They're not going down without a fight. Spike is creeping over towards the stairs, but Ava retaking the space over towards Catwalk, and Arco can do nothing but die.
Oh,
This
I'm worried for
is
him.
a comprehensive
Fried
game
gold with
from
the Prime as
Falcons
well.
so
Thank
far,
you so
Christine.
much. Whole
This
year.
is looking clean from them.
Appreciate it, Fried gold.
beautiful hold. And it's
nice
Crossfire's
posture
coming
0
through
as well with the
strong.
Prime.
There
Thank
was
you for
a
using the
moment
Prime
where
also.
things looked like they
All
might
the
have got
Primers.
dicey
Thank you
when
very
we
much.
saw, I believe it was Mad V that was stuck there towards that logs. But again, all 3 players towards that B, ponging to the ping off each other, maintaining that crossfire.
Just a little mute in the end. The
Zeta,
middle
I
there. I
think
wonder what she said.
Splash was a little bit
Okay.
more to the right.
Dude, they got so many
Slightly
ults
not
as well.
as
They're going to stack up some crazy numbers. They're about to get an ISO ult again. That seems like a free killer.
The other part that worries me is that Mad V's 1 away from the ult again. It
Big
just
buy
feels
round
so
forces them to
punishable.
an
Beacons
eco,
of
and
bolts as
we
well.
do an
Mary,
instant
gonna
Yoru
spot
ult.
out 2, potentially more, yeah, plenty more. Mary, what are we going to do with this one? It's going to be the Hunter's Fury on top. I quite like this. Does it get
There's
as
a
much
server
of a
ult, but
reward
they
as she
didn't
would
get
want,
anything.
though?
We're
No,
out
it
here
doesn't
shooting the
look like
floor
it.
as well. I need
Little
some
unfortunate.
pingers.
You even saw the
I want someone's got a
vulnerable
ping
come
so we
through
can
here
work
for
out what the
Mad
height
V
is.
down that cat line. So
I like the idea.
yeah, so much utility towards that mid. 2 big ults though off the table, not a lot of damage. So ZETA are happy with that. They
So
do get-
what?
they do take
Oh,
care
went
of
into the
this trip,
floor?
and now
Yeah,
we're going
exactly.
back to that round
But
about 2
always just
rounds
even
ago
the
when we talked
Yoru here
about
should
that
just be
map
pinging the
control
floor.
coming from
And
ZETA.
you know where the floor is, so you can just
This
always
time they
use your
choose
ult
not
for
to
it.
go sniffing or poking towards that cat. This drone is going to give a
Do ult
lot
use
of
for nothing?
information
Yeah, dude,
over
if
the
Zeta
Falcons.
win
They
this,
just spotted
that
the
is
KO, inching and
a good
shading
amount of
towards that B.
momentum.
And Arco trying to go back towards Cat. I don't know how much it's going to
problem
really
is
sell.
it's
I
still
mean,
a
you
nightmare
saw
next
lot of
round.
info off that. The Flash, I mean, Arco's going to really try. Going to try and maybe pull a play away, and I'm looking towards the likes of Mary, who is rotating.
They are
This isn't
rotating out
bad.
all
They're
the
gonna
time.
get curious, though.
Yeah, but she feels confident towards B because her 2 players got so
Recon
much
doesn't
in-game
hit.
information.
Through. And look in the corner, Lex is still here, needs to get cleared out on, and there's so many bodies. Somehow doesn't get more than one,
gonna
but it's
say
Toki and
everyone
Mappy
tanked
fighting in
that Omen
unison.
Flash.
Falcons Falcons just pouring in together.
And
But a
ISO got a
3v2.
kill over towards
Moko
top
and
mid,
Suzu
so
still
this is an
alive.
ISO ult for the
Down to 10
retake.
seconds, they need a plant,
I
and
feel
they're
like the
gonna get
Omen's
it.
about to get ulted.
Suzu wants to
Well,
go
could have won.
deeper.
Could have
She
won with
wants
just
to
the
get a
ult here, by the
pick
way.
and have an easier time, but gets shot in the back. Moko still has the blind.
Yeah, Mary doesn't need to overextend.
Okay, I mean that'll do it as well.
Well,
Good luck, have fun. I don't think you're getting out of this one.
Every
no.
single
Mavi's
ISO
record
she's won.
continues at an all-time high as the diffuse is there, and Falcons again continue on this perfect
3 ults?
pathway
Yeah,
that
3
they've been
ults,
walking.
but
I'm
it
so impressed
forces
with
them
them so
down
far,
to
'cause
an
we've seen that,
eco,
one,
kind of.
Zeta
They got a
are
plant.
gunners. I don't care what you
They
say. If
have
anyone's doubting them now, they're
3,400
idiots.
roughly.
They are very, very good. They've had a nice approach to the game.
They're good
The
light armor
Falcons
force.
look renewed here. Maybe a fire lit underneath them.
yeah, exactly. And you know, that series that they lost versus Shopify, it was very one-sided, but that's kind of what you
Honestly,
need
with how
to be
Zeta
able
been
to
playing,
wake
I
up
think
and
they
talk to
ecoed
your
us.
ringer, a brand new player
The
coming
Sheriff?
into this tournament, and talk about those smaller details. So coming in with reps under their belt, dominantly winning their first series,
Yeah.
and then kind of getting bullied around in the server. We're seeing a
So,
new and
is the 3
very
ults worth?
formed
Yeah,
Falcons
when they go
coming
over
through
towards an
today.
eco and you can start
that's 6
stacking
in a
ults
row
again.
now.
Why not?
Zeta, once again, suffering money-wise, down to Sheriffs. Yeah, 2 stingers. No knives for Suzu, sadly, either. So, a couple of issues here. I'm already seeing the Outlaw out. Those light shields will just get completely melted, but it's Mad V.
Your TP is so nearby at A. Gonna be able to provide insta-help is Mary.
Yeah,
you're
it
right,
does.
Mary.
The problem
You
with going
blink and
fast
she's
again
there.
against
She
the
is
Yoru.
One enemy remaining.
Last hope if they need it, and oh god, she just started off perfectly as well. I mean, I feel like Zeta are really hitting a brick wall here.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's even a point for another timeout. I mean, maybe you do, but at this point,
Yeah, it
you
might
are
be worth
running on
timing out.
empty, right? Nothing's really working. You're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, and maybe you're right. It is a bit of that ISO, a little bit of that Yoru, just not feeling comfortable against it
down.
potentially.
Yeah, it is
Remaining.
hard to keep track of those rotates, right? We saw the Yoru TP all the way up in that A heaven that whole time, and that insta-help. It's hard to keep all of those things in mind. So many
The aim
variables
diff right
coming
now?
through, but I think Zeta,
It's
they
like
just
aim
need to
diff
stick to
in
the
every single
normal Ascent
big
game
round
plan.
is
Take
like
care
an
of the
ult at the
Sentinel
moment
utility.
to
Yeah, give the defenders, make them
just
guess
make it easy.
where you want to hit. Ooh, that should help look for some control. Early Hunter's Fury coming out here from UR, and
Yeah, and they didn't
No
take any
damage.
space of it.
A little unfortunate on that. Maybe
It's so desperate.
I don't want to say pause the rotation from Mary, but Mary's going to stick around, I guess. Bit of info towards B, so kind of showing presence on both sides of the map to an extent. But at this point, I look at the discipline we've been seeing from Falcons. They have been sitting quite patiently. Now, do they start aggressing further now?
yeah, another repush in the mid round coming through for this A main, and this has been giving Falcons a lot of control.
Oh, they want to make this hurt. Moko trying to back away here.
She can
Swing.
spot this. Okay, that sound cue is going to give a lot of information. Now Zeta,
Oh
they
my
just want
goodness.
to pause. So much damage to the wall.
Did we get no
Oh,
smoke?
he's so lucky to be
The
alive,
top
but
mids, they
this
should
is
be
a good
fine. I
call,
mean, we
though,
can
to
see
then
that
try and maybe
fine.
pressure towards B, but we've seen what that duo can do at the back of the side by Boathouse. So Lexa gonna be on red alert here. There's pause for Thor. You're looking at that mid pressure.
There's a
from
lot
Serena.
going
this
on
has
here.
to be
Dude,
massively
can they get out of
valuable,
there? Oh my
and
god,
it is.
everyone just
Serena
died.
gonna get two, but Toki
Holy,
is the
they
one to be
just wrecked
cleared
everyone.
last.
The Omen stuck the
Finally,
TP.
Zeta
We had
fight
3 back
back.
of sight, and they
That
could only get one
pause
between
meant
them.
so much for Zeta. You saw the adjustment coming through on the minimap.
Actually,
It was
maybe
the
it's 2.
Omen's blind Moko. She held on to it, didn't use it to get into the site itself, but into the back site. So
Suzu did
that
good here
dart
as well. I think
allowing
the dash
Zeta to know,
into
okay,
the dash into
Falcons are doing
lane
the same
enabled
setup. They're
the
doubled up back site.
space.
Moko pulling through
Yeah,
with the blind.
the dash into lane meant
This time Zeta,
meant
they're
that the person
spacing
on
their
site had to
timing
just commit.
a lot more clean, a lot more together. Beautiful call coming out here from Ryota.
Exactly what they needed.
What-
KO ult
I
here
mean-
as well. That's pretty nice.
See if they can get any more.
But I'm looking at aggression. Look at the way they're
The
starting
attack
with
up.
Suzu already
Honestly, when they
defying
get the
Mary, that
attack
should be
up out, they
pretty
look great
indicative
as
that there's
well.
something up here.
They've had
Even
really
though
high
without
win rate
Cat,
with attack up.
Massive info surely from the owl drone there. I don't know how much it saw before it got broken, but Zeta looked to be very much on red alert. He's already seen Falcons kind of dissipate throughout the map.
Toki, the Omen on the side of Falcons. She wants to go maintain that A main control once again, and that movement here, being a teammate down,
Scanning ahead.
is definitely the play to make. No help coming through here for the defenders on B site this time. They want to fight this B main choke point. They don't want to get stuck and corralled and backside this time.
Oh,
KO again is going to hit the
It would
Cypher.
just give them
Do they not have
Lexa
anti-KO
was
setups?
Playing by stairs and still is. So utilities down. Lexa just gun in hand sort of scenario. Gets revealed as well. Still clean on the shot. Takes away Arco. And now for the follow-up. Isolated but doesn't get the reward. So still, they get the site.
30 seconds
Spike
left.
carefully making its way through. And it's a 3v4. A difficult scenario for the Falcons to work back in from.
Should run.
But the lockdown is going to make matters worse. This gets
Yeah, they
difficult
gotta go
now.
real
Mad
fast
V's
on
done
this.
strike first, takes away the first player who's willing to greet them over towards Market, towards
Could be a
CT.
huge KO flash. Where do they put the
Curious
attack
if
omen
Falcons actually
smoke
attempt to
as
do
well?
this retake or just contain and really ruin the money for the last round, but
Wait,
they're going for it.
Yeah, they want in. Okay, so two back
This is
sites.
the
Serena
attack
already
smoke. I
finding
mean, honestly,
Toki
gives you a
there,
little space.
losing out on these numbers.
Gives you a
It's
little
gonna be
space and you
incredibly
can
hard
spam
to
the
clear this
spike.
through. Moko's late positioning
One
should be the
enemy remaining.
final blow, and it looks like it will be as Madvy's gone
This is
down.
kind of
leaving
cool.
Ava the
chat.
last.
So they plant
Zeta
against the wall here,
giving
right?
themselves a little bit of
So-
buffer
which
here,
means you
up
can
to 4
spam.
rounds.
And then this is
Not
like back
done,
of sight, right? Let's
not
just say this
down,
is
and
back of
certainly
sight.
not out yet.
They then smoke the
All
choke
off
point
the
off
back
here
of
so
an
you can
opening
push
pick
in and then
coming through
spam down
here
the wall.
as well for
It's
Zeta.
kind of nice when the time's
Giving
low.
that breathing room that they needed. Hey, if Zeta are able to somehow, some way convert and get this fifth on
So
the
do you get
board,
to see Moko's kill
especially
here?
with how this first half is going for them so far, that would be such a luxury.
Oh, okay, actually that was it,
Omen
yeah,
ult
yeah.
to work with.
This was a cool idea. I
Mary,
liked
she's
it.
got that Yoru ult. Last time she had this, she
Falcons are
instant
messing
used
up
it
a little
towards
bit
this A
against
main
KO
and kind of
ult.
corralled Zeta to hit that B split.
This is
time,
two times we've seen a
starting
KO
towards
and the
that
Cypher
M1
Cypher just
area,
gets hit
operator
and
in
Muto's
hand.
down.
Early TP from that dart.
So on either side, Suzu's feeling bold here. Walking up middle. Smoke just about fading. You're seeing the reposition here as well from the other side, right? Mary did show some presence at middle. Straight over towards Cat. This could be devastating. Mary could be the end of them.
Big
Couldn't
miss.
get away. Massive punish. Zeta now could pressure this issue, but they pause. They're not going to just go in off the back of that pick. No, they take their time. Owl drone in. And rightly so. Additional player spotted. Now
Dude,
the space
honestly,
to be
I'm seeing
taken.
the ISO. I'm going other side.
Good combos, pressuring Mad V off the line. That smoke cutting information even more. A site players and B site players, there's not going to be much help coming through.
They've been punished a couple of times by a player being pushed up towards top middle on those rotations. I think it was Mary and Mad V.
A pretty
last
good
time
read
trying to
from
make that
Falcons
push
at the
back around
moment.
towards
Heavier
B
lean over
now.
towards B once there
She
was
was
no
able to
like
cross, though. That's gonna be
commit
huge.
towards short or anything.
TP has a little look. Eva.
Oh, that was a chance.
Gotta be careful now. Paranoia in, smokes are in. Zeta stepping towards the site, and they've already lost the first. Moko goes down. The crossfires
nice shots.
are
Yeah, they gambled a little bit.
outrageously
You gotta shout out Mad V
Falcons
here.
just
Mad V
clawing
realized this
back
was
this
fake pressure
final
over
round.
towards
that
A and
pause
then
was
just
so
managed to get
good
3
coming
people
out
here
for
once they
Zeta, but
pushed.
the fact that Mad V was able to cross undetected really threw
Exactly
Zeta
that.
off the loop there. What rotations coming through, but Zeta, good for them for being able to convert those tough rounds. Those 3 rounds that they're able to actually convert later on in this half. That's everything.
Yeah, if you look at this just run of rounds that Falcons had, the fact that Zeta got a couple back keeps them in this game. But 8-4, this is very much a close
Mad
affair.
V, yeah, Mad
So let's
V is
send
an
it down
absolute
to the
beast.
audience where Mika is standing by with 2
V's
of our
awesome.
fantastic fans.
Hey guys, I'm here right now in the crowd with 2 very, very special fans. We have Ivan and we have Heiko here
The
with us
tattooed
now.
dude from
We'll
yesterday.
start with you, Ivan. You are very, very striking. How long, what is the story behind these tattoos and how long did it take you to complete this?
Well, I started about 10 years ago, and it happened just step by step, I guess.
It just made sense to go for the whole thing. Wow, well, it looks amazing. And Heiko, you flew here specifically for GameChangers, right?
Yes. I come from China and fly to there.
And that is, you're just
Damn.
here for this event. That is amazing. And
Big
of course, you're
commitment.
cheering for Zeta, and you mentioned that, you know, you are cheering for the Asian teams here.
Yes. Yesterday, last year, I see the match with ZETA and EDGS, but they lose the game. But they continue fight in the GCC, and yesterday they play very well. I think ZETA is a real model for the female players in East Asia. So I come to here to see their player.
Oh yes, they are definitely role models. And Ivan, you also have a very special story with ZETA. You go way back. You're an OG fan.
I guess so. I rooted for ZETA since the running masters when they lost. But they tried so hard. I remember when they got knocked out, players cried on stage, and I cried with them. And since that time, I really wanted for ZETA to prove everyone that they can win.
Well, let's hear both of you give your cheers for ZETA right here as we get back into the game. Woo!
OG fan, yeah. Iceland 2022.
First map here is ZETA's choice. They do have 4 rounds. It's a little bit of a
Ooh, the
window,
fake recon.
but
Dude,
it's
we
a
haven't
long
seen this for a
road
while.
back. Falcons came out swinging a wake-up call after the
they
loss to
missed it.
Shopify Rebellion, and now an opportunity
months ago, yeah.
to build back into this tournament.
You saw Mary.
Oh, dude, as soon as you see a
dropping
fake
that
recon,
York
as soon as you see a
towards
recon that
cat,
somehow
the
hits
Kale and I
the
kinda
roof
delayed her,
over
but
towards B
that's a lot
main,
of sound cues,
like
not as
you
good of a
not,
fake as they would have wanted, but
are you
it is
not
keeping
just sending
3
it
members
towards
of the
A? Oh, okay,
defenders at B.
look at.
Yeah, and the
All
utility
good.
getting cleared now opens up those possibilities. The paranoia not really dissuading much. Count paranoia might have caught Moko into a tell. Not sure if it even clipped through. No, Moko though just gonna get checked on. Very aware, but good damage. Serena now
Yeah,
makes
it's
her
this
reappearance
smoke,
up
this
towards
smoke.
heaven, and now they're being corralled towards hell. Falcons back to the wall,
Oh.
and ZETA
Damn.
clearing
The right click
this
was
up.
lovely.
Get this
Yeah,
one
this
started
smoke
well in
is
the
just
second
so
half.
good. It's
Man,
so good.
Zeta,
We started seeing it
that
become,
flood, the
I'm not
power
saying
in
meta,
numbers, the
but
willingness to
definitely
just
reactively
fly and
a
jump
little
into
bit better
that A
than
site.
the Nitro one that
Beautiful
people
thing
were
to see
throwing.
for Falcons.
Blocks
A little
under
bit of
heaven. They have to commit. You
underwhelming
can also
pistol
flood
rounds,
out from
but
heaven
they
like
got-
this,
for
and
sure
you can
Mary
just
didn't
always
get
take the
tagged with that
angles.
knife.
You're
Tries
always
putting
pretty much
just a-
isolating
a
1v1s
flash,
when you swing out
probably a
here.
clone to really sell the sound cues off, but
I mean, they were together the whole time.
Such a big difference, though, to start this off with that pistol under their belt for ZETA. They needed it. That first half could have been pretty rough to
Oh, that was
recover
close.
from. Otherwise, Suzu already fighting Matt. Behold,
Damn!
oh my God, Serena!
Actual pistol god, what is that?
Absolutely backhands them out of the
7
park.
kills in
What
pistol
the
rounds.
hell was that?
7 kills in 2 rounds even.
Just a quick 4K with that
let me
goes.
see
Yeah,
this.
this looks nice. Oh,
Oh, that last shot as well. Oh, get the slow-mo.
The lineup. It's reminding me of that Haven short A play. That one time. That's such a feel-good round for Serena as well, and for the side of ZETA. And you talked about it, the pistol round, 1 round at a time.
yeah, that's double
Especially
pistol
now
for them as
swapping
well,
over to
right?
this defense.
Falcons will be
That
feeling
confidence,
gutted if they
that
lost this.
confidence starts racking up.
Yeah, and speaking of confidence, look at that
Uh-oh.
flash swing
Uh-oh.
straight through an A main. It's on the
Oh.
bonus one. Oh my God, Suzu!
Uh-oh, that was
Suzu
definitely
goes
a miss.
ahead. Maybe a little too ambitious on
Yeah.
that one.
That's the old
That is a
CNED.
vandal down. Now, not the end of the world, but would have been nice
Used to
to
crack me
keep
up when he did
in
that.
the back pocket.
I'm gonna assume that dash forward was meant to
Yes.
go to the dash to the right.
Yes.
Unfortunate for Suzu, almost making it work and improvising.
No shield on 45, yeah.
Spot because of her weaponry.
They still got the advantage. They took away smokes as well, like they can just play a little bit smarter.
Looks like the attackers are just gonna slip by. No one towards this B site.
Real scared.
Yeah, I do think this is a mistake though, right? Letting him have sight when you have no smokes.
ZETA trying
It's
to
like,
make some impact
whoa,
out
whoa,
of this bonus, but they turn around.
Wow.
Moko!
Wow, they did the call to go back and kill the double at middle.
Kills!
They had no idea the
ZETA
B site was
had no
empty,
right
and the
to
call
win
was to
that
go back
bonus.
and fight
It
middle.
was the back of a Spectre. What a push, the double push coming through for Eiko and Moko. I mean, we talked about that crossfire, but the proactiveness coming through. Oh, the mow down.
Did the
And
Euro
Mary just
TP at the end there?
back towards that M1. Surprise, Mary. You're getting flanked.
Yeah, we got a game. We got a game on our hands. 8-7 now, heating up a little bit. Falcons gonna be
Yeah,
asked
it
the
was a
same
costly
questions we
mistake.
had for ZETA in that
So they
first
win
half.
the bonus round, they
How's
get
that
some
evolution gonna
upgrades,
look? Now, they've had a
Outlaw
couple of
comes
goes here.
out, everyone's
Again, it
sitting
was a
at
pissed
light
round and then
armor.
a loss of a bonus, which really sucks for Falcons. That is a rough
Yeah, that's
beginning. But
a dumb round to
we're
lose.
not into those meat of the buy rounds. We haven't had those ults yet, really, so we've got to wait and see that. But
Because
for
we
now,
could
this
see
could be
minimap
another
wise as well, it
fun
looked so good.
opportunity. We do have that Outlaw, and they got a whole lot of light shields. And away we go,
Hold
Mad
up.
V. Here we go, game on now. Looking to chase down Moko and
Yeah, hold
gets
up.
it. Mad V on a bit of a tear.
Damn.
Oh, what a shot! She's
Oh.
got the ult, and now got the rifle as well.
Yeah, going for
that's
it.
gonna be
It's
a
a big
body
1v1.
caught in the trap. You are good luck.
No shield this time, right?
Looking for the fight real quick. Massive. Lexa now in the 1v2.
The first loss, by the way.
Spike is still
Out of like,
down.
what, 8?
Lexa doesn't want to give away position.
One of the first, actually, we've had like 8 ults from her. That's the second time she hasn't had shield.
I'm wondering if the information came through from her teammates that both members are together. She's got 30 seconds to play with. Still hasn't
30
picked up a
seconds
rifle,
left.
but she's gonna be able to pick one up in hell.
I like this kind of staying together. Trying to play back around.
Yeah, they've done
Short
good.
left
The
to
pressure
tie
from
up
Heaven's
content,
here
she's
anyway.
looking for
Oh,
a
that's
player
unlucky
to
timing.
through.
That's really
Timing
unlucky
is
timing.
Heartbreak. X-ray is off, but they're creeping closer purely in the eyes of Lexa right now. You can see it. You can feel it. They
it's-
are
yeah.
right.
I mean,
There,
ZETA played
Zeta
this
keep
insanely
things
well. You
moving.
got to give him that.
Even against
The
Mad
reposition
V's
to double
desperate
door was
attempt
awesome.
there.
What an eco round for Falcons. I thought surely something was a little bit funky at first because they gave the orb over towards Mary, and I thought for sure they'd want ISO to be farming that ult first, but Mad V, it didn't matter. She gets 3 sheriff kills, collects the ult herself. Would have been nice if she paused for just a second and let Lexa get a little bit more
Timeout.
space.
I think got a Yoru ult. They can
faster, but
definitely
there
do
was
some
so
nice
much
stuff with this.
pressure while she was underneath that health side.
Okay, Falcons. Their timeout here.
The timing on that, yeah,
After
it's
4
really
rounds on the
unlucky.
trot,
Rex,
gotta
hello mate.
slow it
How we
down.
doing?
This would be the one that ZETA, rather than equalizing, would take back the
Guys are
lead. So you want
scheduling it
Falcons to
together.
try have
Respect.
that check-in,
Hello Ninja as
slow
well.
it down. They've got a couple of ults to play with here, Christine. What are you looking for from Falcons now that ZETA have set the tone, right?
Yeah.
They've set that like, hey, we're back in control here, we're back in the game. What's the answer that you'd like to see from Falcons?
I'm most curious about what this Yoru ult is coming onto the table here for, because they definitely had an idea. They prioed the Yoru ult over the ISO one 2 rounds ago, or rather 1 round ago. So now that it's on the table, we'll see what they have planned on the attack side. On the defense, it was very aggro right as those
Yeah, I'm doing
barriers
good,
went
Rex.
down.
Thank you for asking.
See if this is just a simple
These days when
hit,
there's only
find
like
a
2
pick
best
and
of
allow
3s
Lexa to
are
use her
so
ult to
nice.
follow up and then just scale into the side, or they're looking to do the spread, do the Ascente spread and poke and prod.
Every now and then, the actual like just Christine comes out,
Yeah.
the Ascente spread. Beautiful.
2 best of 3s and in my time
You're
zone,
right.
yeah.
I think a lot of us will be looking towards Mary
true.
and that ult here as to how they want to apply it. On the other side, one away from the lockdown, they do have the
Yeah,
Yoru
Yoru
ult there
ult,
as well in the back
and it's
pocket,
probably one of the
2
only
away from
times
the
when they
knife.
can just
couple
exec
of
out
options
for a
on the
choke.
horizon for ZETA, but right now it's how do Falcons want to approach this? As attacking side has
Suzu's in
been
trouble.
rough for
Wait,
them.
what is
Straight
Suzu
over,
doing?
Straight up, the Vol's coming through.
She
as well.
she sits in the
Suzu
corner
in
with
the
her
corner,
Odin.
Odin.
Oh, that, but still look at the damage. Even though she goes down, Mary deals with her quickly.
I wouldn't
Seeing as the
suggest it.
highest threat there was. You are still on the site, and Moko in support makes it over in time. And now suddenly, Falcons are left into the blender. ZETA not letting
nice fast
anyone
flood
on the
in,
site.
though.
What a
fast flood
what a
was
hold, and
awesome.
Suzu barely even did any damage.
I was
That
gonna say,
combo
Suzu
between
did, like,
the
what,
ISO
50
ball and
damage
the
max here?
Sova shock dart was just too much to
Evan
handle.
Sova
but
did unreal
wow,
damage.
the crossfire is coming through once again. And that's kind of the issue when you don't have a jet on the Falcon side, right? When you don't have a jet updraft dashing onto the back lines to create even
Actually,
more
maybe I'm
pressure.
wrong. There's 2 assists
You're
there.
unable to get out of that tiny choke point. Mary unable to TP through. She was just in her ultimate the whole time.
Yep, that's 5 rounds now in a row. This is starting
and they
to
got
look
an
like
eco again.
ZETA woke up after that first half, just had to get into the swing of things in the second. Falcons, you had that upper hand, you had that advantage. You gotta
They
stick
got such
the
a good setup
landing.
for this as well.
As it stands, they are just going straight up the gut, straight through middle.
Yeah, recon over towards B main as
Getting too much of
well.
a fair
Sees that
fight
no
when
one's B main,
Suzu's
so we can
doing this,
just not have to
freeze
worry
and
about it.
praise.
don't do it.
Mad V's the one to answer. That's a little far for my taste here. We don't need to be overly chasing
Yeah, don't want
these,
to give
I
them
think.
too many guns here. At least they're
Zeta,
doing it together, I
be
guess.
careful here to not drop too much. I mean, they're in a fine position financially, but still.
Wait, that molly, and that
Don't wanna
molly
give
was
them way
money
back
as well.
in.
Their toes are burning, Lauren. The toes are burning. Should be able to get the spike
I
down
mean,
here, though.
maybe the
Two
Silver can win it.
flankers quick on their heels.
Yeah, still got Dart, still got, I think, even the Owl Drone as well. So some decent util, but kind of noted at this point. Gonna need someone.
Someone's got to shoot door, right?
Over-deliver. Ava's the one who's got the bulldog. The rest
Ooh.
still just on Sheriff's. Paranoia is there for Toki too.
Door open the
Whole
whole
lot of
time.
players
Door
going back
closed
in
the
from
whole
that
time,
top
so they don't have to
side.
worry
Down
about
towards
it.
Heaven. Toki does get one, but one's not enough. We're going to look at Ava.
Yeah,
Can't
that worried
do
me
it.
a little bit.
Well
I think if at least
outnumbered,
gonna
and
go
Zeta
like
with
3-1 and one
defuse.
just hold
They
door.
have not lost a round on this half yet.
Looking to set
I
the tone
think
here.
Falcons
I'm
weren't
curious if
100%
Suzu's gonna
sure the
continue to
door
pick
was
up the
down as well
Odin,
because the smoke
even
came
going
down.
into this 19th round, surely.
And you'd
or
feel like
rather
you'd have time to
18th.
do the one way
Okay,
if you
it
were
is 19th,
worried
good
about it,
math.
but
But now that the knives are in her back pocket for Suzu, it is time to bust out the operator.
Yep.
Give the Odin over to UR and
Yep.
that's
let
his
the
haven.
Sova do
Yeah, it's not
Sova
great.
things. Beautiful
have to win
stuff.
this map.
Operator is out. Now the ultimate's coming out for the Falcons side. Going from the ISO ultimate to last round Mary's ultimate, it was kind of underwhelming.
8
so
ults?
I'd like to see Falcons busting
Did they want
out
all
their
of these
best
rounds? They didn't
strats,
have to use
combo
any
those
ults?
ultimates together.
I mean, now's the time, isn't it, right? You're not going to get many more opportunities once you get to 11 and you look at the full hand that Zeta have. Every ult there, money, absolutely flush. And Suzu.
Yeah, they can do that thing where they spam with the...
Clear before.
Okay, they don't have an Odin
Is
for
it
it.
time for it
so.
again? Already starting things off. It's so
Gets out of there
composed
as well, and you know that the
Didn't feel
ISO's
too
probably going to
flustered
send
or
it because of
threatened,
shield.
And then hearing Mad V coming around that corner.
Lovely
shield
spam
gets
as
broken.
well.
Time
Breaks
to
the
back away
shield.
from Mad V.
So unfortunate.
They're
Protocol's
honestly,
coming
how they
through
play on
here
defense is like really good.
For Zeta, heard the sound cue of the shield. You might as well just spam it. See if you can get lucky, and lucky they did.
Can't leave A on
Suzu should have gotten
retake.
traded there.
Yeah.
Suzu should have gotten traded.
Yeah, and they just
Unfortunate
need to
for
hold over
Falcons,
towards
but
tree because they're just gonna kill Joel.
going and pressuring up this cat once again.
Problem is there's a Sova
Yeah,
ult in
this-
place, so
Trying to flood on in. They've got
How do they
the
wanna
site
do
they
it?
need, that's fine, but you look at the ults here, and already Arco's
My
used
goodness.
theirs. You are going to layer that on top, and now there's problems. No safe plant just yet. Already Zeta closing in now. I think Mad V caught a touch of a tag on that, and another ult. This is 3 being burnt. This seems quite excessive, but it
Nah, it's
might be
worth-
just enough.
flash
Serena
from
going to be
Eiko.
pressured, and Zeta again.
that was sick.
mangling
The flash from
Falcons
the flash
and-
from
oh,
short.
Wow.
Tanked
It's
all
done for it.
3.
We got
Oh yeah.
Oh, the 1-2, the 1-2 punch. That is
The first kill with the
brutal
gloves that
here.
we've seen, right?
Zeta again, their flawless side continues.
Just bapping them up.
And they're putting on a show, Christine.
They're sending a message, Lauren. They're sign languaging in game. They're shooting heads off in game. All the right messages are being sent, and
Yeah,
Falcons are
that
hearing
flash
it.
was lovely.
And every time that Falcons have gotten towards A site, it's been almost free. They've been able to flood in, and Zeta each time have been leaning hard onto that hard flood. We love the vocal.
I mean, the thing
The
is,
vocal.
how can you not love when Zeta are doing that? You know, a lot of people fell in love with the original Zeta team during Iceland, that lower bracket run, the truly playing with their entire heart on the line. But here, you're seeing something similar, right? You look at that first half, it was incredibly hard. Didn't have what they wanted. The rounds were few and far between. I think half of them were the pistol round. And it wasn't looking good. Falcons looked confident. They had Mad V looking great. You had Mary in unison, Lex, everyone was doing what they needed. Side switch. Okay, pistol round won by Zeta. Cool. Well, you know, hey, we got a game on our hands. Suddenly, you know, did
Is
what
this
they
a
had
limb?
to. But
Yeah,
then,
yeah. Low bracket.
it has been round after round after round, and they are looking more and more confident, and that is what scares me.
It is scary, but the good news for Falcons is these
Falcon
ultimates
punch
that
against Falcons?
gave
Yeah,
them
that's
those
sick.
close rounds on those low buys are coming back up on the board. That round with just the Sheriffs, it was simple as hell. Just following through and allowing Mad V to rip that ultimate. So I think this round they should keep it simple again and layer those
Alright,
utils.
first time for a
Ava's
while that they've had
ultimates,
ult
Hunter's 3
advantage.
should allow them to actually scale into the site.
And we get
And
5
Mad V, I expect
Guardians.
her to try to collect this orb. Doesn't look like she wants the A main one. Doesn't look like Falcons want to fully hit either. And that's just a simple dry opening peek from Suzu. I wonder if
I have the spike.
Advi didn't even have her shield proc. That hurts.
Yeah, because the ISO is frustrating to op against, but hey, that shield's not there. Fair
It's
game
one
as
of the
anyone
issues with
else.
this comp.
So Falcons having to go through the protocol list here, right?
They would really
Jet
benefit
close, we can
from
see a lot of players
who
get
used to
more
do this
confident. You've
default
got
where
to be a
like
bit
you
more
would
worried
TP
about
into this
this.
corner? Was it M80?
Things in line.
Like part of their default,
Unfortunate
they
things of
just send the
lacking that
TP out,
secondary initiator.
TP over towards here. Then it's like the
No
person
KO
on
knife
short
to
doesn't feel
alert
comfortable,
on
the
that
person on
slight
middle
cat
doesn't feel
push.
comfortable. They would really benefit from it. They can't.
Dart.
They struggle to just take all of this map control.
No, but Ava taking so much damage already, down to 5. You almost just want to dump the util and try and make something happen before she falls, but it's Serena to punish Lexa.
Oh my goodness.
Mary's making
Mary!
it to sight. Mary's trying to.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
what a shot from Mary! And again, follows up. Maybe
Nuts.
Falcons aren't down if Mary can still stand. But a 1v3 on 11 HP. This would have to be next level work. I don't know what she's meant to do here, but she's gonna give it a go.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, no time.
Fake teleport.
18 seconds left on the clock. She does do another fake teleport sound cue.
But look at Suzu.
Oh my God, what a
look
shot.
at Suzu fall, but there's just too many. And
Wow.
ZETA, again, continue forward, unrelenting in their march towards 13.
And as soon as that operator came out on Suzu's hands, she's been finding these opening picks. It's something Falcons are gonna have to talk about. Figure out where the operator is on the line as soon as these barriers go down and go through those op protocols. This time, Mad V, she's got the ultimate on the board. All 5 members, they are very grouped right now.
Now or never, Falcons.
Alright, 4 chances. Dude, they didn't get...
Verge of being
They
decimated
haven't,
here.
I'm
They
gonna say
do
they haven't
get
got
a
a
player
round
from
yet
the
on
site.
attack,
Now,
because
there's already
this ult should be a
rotations
kill.
in play, and there
Yeah,
we go.
when she
Mad
has
V
the
with
shield,
what she
she
needed, the
wins
pick she
every one.
needed, but the site is still under pressure. They finally want it over. They
but
finally
it
get what they wanted
managed-
here. Spike
managed
getting
to
picked
be
up, but
a-
the cross is certainly not safe. Toki trying to ensure that.
Wait, how many
allow
kills were
Mad
there?
V to come through
There's a
that
2-on-2
spike and get
already.
it
So
down
much happened in
planted.
that 1v1.
Arco and Serena on the other side, though. Swing from the smoke and they make it closer towards stairs. Toki's got to hear this. Does find one, but a and Serena!
Dude, they won
One in the name
every
as she
single
closes
round
out
on
that
defense. They completely
1v2.
locked it down.
13 for ZETA, flawless on this side.
Yeah,
That
I
is
feel
a
like if
deadly
Falcons
team. Deadly
stole the
Indeed, and you even saw
M80
the way that
TP
they
at
took
middle,
that
their
timing
default
in
would be
that
good.
2
Dude,
versus
Mary
2.
was
As soon as that
pissed.
spike sound came through, they knew that was their time. 2 versus 1, both players taking that duel on that lone side player, and
Their attack,
That's a
yeah, they
beautiful
really
defense
struggled
here
to
for ZETA.
they really
It
struggled to
is,
take
and we
mid
need to
control.
now think about
And then with
map
a
two,
Yori, you
because
have
it
to
is
take
gonna be
mid control
going
because
to
it's so
Haven
hard to
after
actually
this,
sight
so
here.
don't go too far away.